In this video, I want to show you how you can use Bracket to sync data from a Postgres database into a Google Sheet in near real time, using a SQL query to get exactly the data that you want. So here in PG Admin, I've run a quick query to get exactly the data I want on my users and the plans that they are on, as well as some information on whether or not they're live with the product yet and how much they'll be paying. I want to get this data into a Google Sheet for my customer success team to be able to follow up with these customers, get them across the finish line, and prevent a leaky funnel, all using a simple Google Sheet. To do that, I just need to connect my Postgres on Bracket's site. I can sync an entire table, but in this case, I want to sync this SQL query that I have here. We get a quick data preview to make sure this is the right data. My primary key is P key. And that's it for Postgres. On the Google Sheets side, I want Bracket to generate this table for me using the data we have in Postgres. So I'm going to call this my users data for CX. Great, and we just generated that table from scratch, which we can double check in our G Sheet. My users data for CX. There it is. Right now it's an empty frame. So we're going to make sure that this field mapping makes sense. I'm going to name my sync, my CX users data sync. And that's all it takes to set up. Now, once we're here, we'll be able to do a quick test run. Make sure both sides are connected. Cool, it looks like we got those 5 records from Postgres, and we will be updating 5 records in G Sheets, but this was just a test run. So let's run this once. Looks like that was successful. Let's hop over to the G Sheet, and great, all of this data is in here. Now let's make sure this is really working by making a change here in Postgres. We'll change Monk's Cafe from the starter to the business plan, and say that they're now live. We go back here and run a single sync. Boom, it looks like we've got 1 record updated. And yeah, here we go, Monk's Cafe on the business plan, live equals true. So now I'm going to jump back to the web app. I'm going to update my sync schedule to be every minute. I want this as fast as possible. And I'm going to toggle the sync to active. Now my customer support team will have live data in this Google Sheet at all times. They will have a clear view of users and their plans without having to ping the data engineering team or the analytics team to get this data refreshed. This could save both teams hours of time every week. If you have any questions about how this works, just drop us an email at founders@usebracket.com or try this out yourself at usebracket.com. Thanks, guys. Happy syncing.